Alright, we're going to have a special recording, special show. I don't know what we're going to call this. But sometimes I have memories that weigh on my mind. And I thought I'd go over one with you. Whole packet of memories. Let's see here. I went to Oglethorpe County Elementary School from kindergarten to third grade. And there was a kid there. Can't tell you his real name. His name was Michael. Last name began with an L. Let's just go with that. Anyway, I didn't have much to do with him. I don't even think I don't remember. Maybe I knew who he was, but anyway, lived maybe 3, 4, 5 miles from my house, something like that. Anyway, in the summer between third grade and fourth grade, I went to this summer program at the Presbyterian Church in Athens. I think that's what kind of church it was. I know where the church is. Even to this day, they're known for all kinds of community programs. They do all kinds of things. Anyway, it's some sort of summer program, and I can do another episode on that too. That was a whole fiasco. But anyway, my mother arranged that she would drive this kid. He was going to the program as well, and she would drive both of us and pick us both up every day at this thing. And the kid was really, really smart. He was, I guess you'd say, some sort of prodigy. But he was weird. He's one of these kids that's so intelligent that it affects his social skills. And anyway, I remember we had a blue, sort of a buff navy blue Volkswagen Beetle at the time for some reason. Totally inappropriate car for a family. But anyway, I remember at the program every day, the kid and I didn't interact very much. No. I will say this, my mother had told me, when the program's out every day, wait on the front steps of the church, and that's where I'll pick you up. Well, I totally ignored this. It never even entered my mind to do this. I would run around back with the other kids playing, but Michael would sit on the front steps dutifully because that's what he'd been told to do. And sometimes he'd have to come get me, your mother's here. Anyway, we would talk in the car a little bit, and nothing special. But on the last day, as my mother's driving us home, I started to, and it wasn't in a spirit of being mean, I don't think, but I started to insult the kid. And I don't remember all what I said, but I do remember one thing. He was one of these people who won't put his shoes on properly. Just leave the shoes tied all the time and put your feet into them like they're slippers and crush down the back of the shoe. so that the heel of your foot is exposed, because you're just too, I guess, lazy is what I would say normally, to put the shoe on properly. And I remember pointing out to him how stupid this was, and my mother was aghast that I was being so insulting to the kid. Anyway, so that's the first thing. And the second thing is, not long after that, I'll discuss all this at length later, but we moved out of our house and we moved to the lot next door. We moved from a 3-story house into a tiny little trailer while my parents built another house next door to the 3-story house. Anyway, we got a phone call one day, and I answered the phone, and this voice, it sounded like a little old lady. Is Mrs. Ash there? Or can I speak to Mrs. Ash? And so I turned to my mother and I said within hearing distance of the person on the phone, somebody wants to talk to you. They sound like they're very weak, meaning like they're very just about to die. And it turned out it was this kid, Michael, and he didn't want to talk to me directly. He wanted to talk to my mother because he wanted to invite me to his birthday party. So my mother said, I didn't speak to him, but my mother said, that was Michael, and he is inviting you to his birthday party. And I'm like, I have no interest in going to that kid's birthday party. None. I'm not going. All right. Well, a little after that, my mother told me that she had heard from his mother that nobody had come to his birthday party. He was so unpopular. He had no social skills, no ability to I knew enough as a kid to how to play the game a little bit, But anyway, now the coda to all this is, I heard sometime after that some kids at the school, I had stopped going to that school at that point, gone on, and I heard that some kids beat him up really bad. And I remember when I heard that he had gotten beaten up, I remember thinking, that's bad, but at the same time, you sort of maybe tacitly invited it by not understanding how to avoid being the kind of person that other kids want to beat up. I guess is the best way to put it. But the upshot of all this story is this. I feel bad about the way that I behaved. And I feel bad for not going to his birthday party. We weren't friends. I don't even know why he invited me. I guess he had nobody else to invite. But at this late date, I would like to offer an apology, because it's one of those things, one of those regrets that weigh on you after decades. So there you go, Michael. If you're still out there, I'm sorry. All right, special show. Maybe we'll start doing some more of these in the future. Bye bye.